Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and yeah, this is the Payday 3 launch experience. I'm sure Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, enjoyers will probably get paid back a lot quicker than it'll take Starbreeze to fix these servers. Now, I get it, game launches are tough, but Payday 3 earns the title for the worst game launch of 2023. And it's not really a hard bar to beat. Actually, it is a pretty hard bar to beat. There's been some pretty naughty launches this year. But what makes this one so bad? Well, this video clip you're watching is an hour, 6 minutes long. It ends with a double matchmaking error. In fact, you could wait an hour before you even touch a match, ladies and gentlemen. So here's my character sitting in the lobby, and Payday 3 is a game about robbing banks, robbing jewelry stores, but so far the greatest heist is Starbreeze robbing people out of the money. Now, of course, when this game works, it's fun. You know how I got this game to work with my friends? Luckily, one of my closest friends lives in Argentina, Buenos Aires, okay? The exact opposite of where I live, okay? Because he was matchmaking on Argentinian servers, he found a lobby. After like 10 minutes of searching, we all joined on him. Sure, we played with 160 milliseconds, but it's better than looking at this screen. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you know when I talk about, oh man, online only sucks, and all the goddamn cocksuckers come out from the woodworks and they're like, don't you have internet? Come on there, grandpa. Come to the future. You know, there's this game called Payday 2, the predecessor to this game, and it had this crazy awesome mode, guys. It was called Play Offline. I know, shocker. When the game servers didn't work, you could just play with yourself. Now, Payday 3 doesn't really do anything. It's not an MMO like World of Warcraft. There's not 100,000 people on one server, running around on the same map. No, this is a 4-player heisting video game where the AI appears to very much be locally rendered, or it can be rendered locally, processed locally on your system. You don't need to have this game tied to online unless you needed to just make sure that people weren't hacking. You could make sure that money wasn't messed around with. Keeping some of these things server-sided makes hacking them tougher. Now, I personally don't care if somebody hacks a co-op game. I don't care if hacker, Andy wants to hack their game, make it so that they have $100 billion and level 300. That doesn't affect me. I don't care. Now, if I could just play this game online with my friends, that's great, but let's say the online doesn't work. And for the last couple days, since this game has launched, well, it launched early access for 3 days. And it worked. It worked because there weren't a lot of people. Now, Payday 3 did a stress test for their network, and, they wanted people to crash their servers. They wanted people to see how much they could push the servers and see how many players they could have. This game released on Game Pass, so a bunch of people joined from there. It officially launched, so everybody that pre-ordered the game or bought the base edition could finally play. So they knew how many people were probably going to get into it. They could probably see how many people pre-downloaded the game on Xbox, PC, Epic Games, Steam, everything. And yet, when the game officially launched, the servers are in the state that they are now. Non-functioning. This is a screen you're supposed to see. A game that people bought for money does not function, for no good reason. This game could easily have had an offline mode, but for the entire day, the Payday developers, Starbreeze, have basically just said, listen guys, we're working on server fixes. Sometimes they fix them, sometimes they don't. In my actual experience, and I've recorded this video in its entirety to show you that this isn't functioning. This is an hour and 10 minutes of looking for a session. By the way, invite only. I only wanted to play with myself. Solo the session. Couldn't do it. The game ends on a double matchmaking error after an hour 10 minutes of recording this footage. So this is the situation we're at, ladies and gentlemen. When I talk about online only and there's the defenders that come in going, you don't have the internet? This is what I'm talking about. When you tie your game services to an online only framework, and people just come on and crash your servers, this is a story as old as time. Diablo 3 had it with its own errors. Grand Theft Auto Online, when it first dropped on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, same problems, okay? Payday 3, a game that is entirely online, much like Diablo 3, much like Diablo 4. If your servers cannot handle it, this is the experience for most people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when this game, when you can play this game, it's a fun game. It does nothing to make it so that it's online only. It doesn't do anything that would necessarily make it an online only experience, Something that screams the internet is required. Again, everything that Payday 3 is just Payday 2 with slightly better mechanics and better graphics, obviously. But nothing in this game's design necessarily needs an online mega server, okay? The AI can be processed locally. The only reason this is online only is to make sure that people can't hack their money, they can't hack their level, it seems, and to also ensure that we can have proper cross-play. But what is the fucking point of cross-play when you cannot even play in the first place, okay? Payday 3 is a fun game. But this is the kind of launch that, honest to God, kills entire hype in video games. I wanted to play this game with my friends, and it's so fucking wild to think that I need a VPN to VPN my ass to Argentina and hopefully get a server from there, okay? So I can play the game that I bought, right? That's one of the problems. Now, obviously, do I think this is going to be an issue in a few days? Hopefully not. But for, Starbreeze who are hyping this game up, and for a lot of people who set aside time, some of them even bought the early access edition just so they could play the game earlier, which, yeah, the game functioned because there was a smaller player count. Now with the normal amount, an amount that they, by the way, stress tested. They knew that it was going to be like this, and when it finally dropped, 0 hour finally happened, the game is pretty much inaccessible for fucking 2 days. In fact, even my homie from Argentina has told me trying to solo a session now at this point, I just read the message, is not even possible. So yes, you could wait a couple days, I guess, for this to be fixed, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that say this is a nothing burger. Just wait for a couple days. Mood of the servers will be fixed. But this is where I just want to reiterate that online only is not a future you want, because if your games are tied to an online only server, they become completely inaccessible. So you could buy a game, and it's effectively just a fucking rental, like Payday 3 is at the moment. So you know what you can do to rectify this, honestly, is refund your game, buy Payday 2. You can buy Payday 2 with a lot of that DLC on sale, play that shit instead. Because the way that they programmed, the way that they designed this game, it is entirely dependent on their servers. Honestly, Starbreeze, they should just sit down, make an offline version of it, make an offline mode, and release that or patch it into the game. Just so that if this shit happens again, the entire Payday community isn't sitting with their fucking dicks up their, thumbs up their ass, waiting to play the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But if you ever wanted to wonder, damn, Muda, how's Payday 3? This is the gameplay right here, guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on a Cyberpunk video tomorrow, because there's a lot to say there. Positive stuff to say. But it's a shame that online-only gaming, this is how it always ends up as, ladies and gentlemen. Server issues upon server issues. Anyways. I'm out.